Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is your host, Red Fox, and back with another episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 3, the Realms in Exile Aragorn playthrough that we've been doing has been going pretty well. We are getting up in age. That's the thing. He's at 201. I don't know how much longer Aragorn actually has, so it's time to put up or shut up. Really, it's time for us to start like going after Sauron himself. I think that with what's been going on, I think it's getting close to that time. We need to go ahead and get to this seed, or this, not the seed, this legend done with as soon as possible. We're at 114 total counties, going to 115. It shouldn't take long for it to actually get done. That's the thing. So we are going to, while we're going to go over here and try to finish off the last of these remaining counties over here to just kind of maximize as much um, strength as we can before we finally start making our run for Mordor. Um, these should all be relatively quick, I would imagine. And see, it's a whole bunch of little tiny ones, so it shouldn't take us too long. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and raise everything, and we should be good. I don't think we're going to like lose gold or anything. Let's go ahead and we'll do one large, just like sweeping attack onto them. These wars are not something I necessarily want to just kind of linger on with. I do want to kind of just get them done with as soon as possible. I don't want to like have like Sauron, for example, come after us like out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Because he kind of has done that in the past, where like we've like declared a few wars, and he's like, okay, time to go after you now. So it's good for us to just go ahead and just nail this real quick. We'll give him those 3, and then we'll give these 4 to some other random person. We're going to go ahead and put all of our guys together here. Alrighty, and we'll give it to some Gondorian woman. Okay, perfectly fine there. We're not getting lucky with like our actual like attacks onto the armies as much. Like they're not enforced. Good. We'll give her this. A lot of people aren't liking that the fact that we're going into an offensive war. Kind of sucks, but whatever. I mean, like, there's not much we can do about that. We're not even going to attack those guys. It's just be more of a waste than anything. Alright, and enforce. Good. Okay, so we're going to pause this. We're going to go ahead and hand her these 2 pieces of land real quick. We'll pay that ransom there, and let's check out the legend because it should be getting closer. 165, so it's going pretty good. Okay, and so now the main thing that we need to do, we need to go ahead and get high vassal levies for that. Yeah, every little bit of levies helps here at this point. We need to go ahead and go ahead and release all the prisoners that we have. This is always a pain in the butt, but you know, it is what it is. Do that. We are going to go ahead and up our our what's it called, our to absolute tribal. I mean, council authority. Oh my gosh, can I not speak today? Absolute crown authority. Man, I messed that up like every single time I tried. I don't think we're gonna have any issues with factions or anything. I think we're fine either way that you look at it, but I think we'll be okay. The legend is still ongoing at 199. This is like it goes pretty quick. That's Aragorn. Like actually look at how much it is. It's everything. It's so many of these different provinces. It's even getting to the point where it's in Mordor itself, which is kind of wild. But we do have a hostile faction that disbanded, which is awesome. Yeah, we have a few of these right here. Once independence from their liege, but these are a lot of populist factions that will you can only do so much with that. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, I see. She wants that over there. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else that we want to do real quick? I want to see if I can't offer this guy to have vassalage. Sadly, it does not give me that opportunity, but whatever. We will, in fact, put our guys over here to go ahead and take this piece of land real quick. Should not take us long to actually beat him here. That this should be a pretty quick little war. All right. I'm actually kind of disappointed that nobody has actually tried to colonize any of this over here, which is something that we're going to go ahead and do. Okay. We'll come back to those here shortly. Back to the legend real fast. We are currently at 222. That's and you might be wondering like why am I worried about that much? Well, it's not that it's super important or anything. It's just that it's just a little inconvenient that we have a lot of different land that is of a different religion over here. Looks like a lot of our guys are actually converting it well, but I just kind of want to get it out the way um, and convert the rest of it. Let's see. We do have some land up here that can be given out, so we will give this person these two pieces. And we'll go ahead and give this king this one right here. And that's two. Now there are two more that it says we have that are over. Let's make sure that's nothing crazy. I guess it's just these pieces of land over here, but issue with that is that a lot of this I can just give out to somebody, so that's fine. Let's see where we are with total troops. 51,000. It's not too terrible. We did lose a lot. We did lose a lot of money trying to get these people as much as we can. Alrighty. Did have a legend. Someone join that. This is actually huge. So this is probably going to be the one that kind of sets me over the edge and like being able to just absolutely just get ridiculously strong. The ability to get 20% more levies from my vassals is just that's just an incredible thing to get. Just it makes you so much stronger. It makes you able to raise so many more troops, and that should put us, I would imagine, over Sauron in being able to go to war with him. Because we're at 81,000 now, so we're in a much better spot than him, and that's not even giving us a whole lot of that's not even giving us a whole lot of opportunity to get mercenaries or even potentially call people to help us. Because you know how some people have been like that here recently when we're trying to ask people and they're just like, no. So we got to be careful with that as well. Let me see. I want to see like what the offensive war penalty is with some of my people. Doesn't look like anything. It says I'm holding too many duchies, which I guess that's a possibility. I guess I didn't even realize it. Let's grant him that one then, because I don't need this at all. That should help a little bit. Yeah, this looks like offensive war is still 86, so that's going down slowly but surely. We do need that to go down a little bit, I believe. Just there's no reason for us to keep that high because that just causes more problems than anything else. To keep it an offensive war penalty just going like that, it sucks. Um, there's no real reason for us to go to an offensive war until we're done with this legend. Um, awesome. I'm also kind of waiting to see if Sauron goes to war with anyone um, soon. Gains a zealous legend, which is good, I guess. I'm handing out all of my individual stuff, I believe. Oh, every parochial. Yeah, that'd be good. 3,000. Yeah, we're gaining a lot, so we don't even have that much gold coming in now because of this legend taking up an extra 60 gold on us. I'm just gonna kind of wait and see what this does here. Oh my lord, they really want me to go to that horse race. I kept on declining it, just then they just kept popping back up over and over again. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. The piety I'm not worried about, even though I'm only at 3,900. But I guess it's fine. It could be worse. All right, increase quality and complete. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get a lot of different things here. So first off, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna go ahead and do see powerful vassal counselor levy tax. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get the levy up, and then we're probably gonna go to home estates next, and then we'll go down warfare. Um, assuming we get that far. But yeah, now we're doing some real work here. We're not gonna start another legend. Okay, evangelize the realm. All right, so let's see. That should have, yeah, I got. Golly, it really didn't get anything over there, which I was hoping it would. Gains access to a kingdom tier holy war cast spell. Absolutely. That's actually really really nice. We can start building a. There we go. That I'm not. I think we're good here. I think this is exactly what I want. Okay. We're gonna let that be for now. I'm not too worried about that. Now let's see what that So it says we have a holy war for a kingdom now. So I guess the question is what are the kingdoms it gives us? Upper Khand. So Gorgoroth is probably the big one, right? Because I mean that's the Grand Mac Daddy of them all right there. Like I say that, but this one would be huge too because this is more land that's like I think there's actually more land just in general, and I think a lot of this land is actually owned by the Witch King. So going for that probably weakens him. Let me see, where's Nern at? I'm actually curious. Oh, Nern is the back end. So I honestly, yeah, like that would be the second one. I think that Horondor will probably be the best. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go here. Whew. All right. So War against Sauron. We can vassalize. That's actually pretty sweet. We get this random person who I think colonized this, which is always it's always nice to get there. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Get this as well. Get that cleared out as well. Okay, let's see now. So the big thing is here is making sure we call in all the allies, which we only have two. You know, nothing real massive, but it's something. So it's something we have to do. The next thing would be is to ask everyone that we can for assistance. It doesn't look like Rittermark is going to help us. I doubt Lothlorien. Oh, Lothlorien does have a shot. And Meladris, let's see if they have a shot. They have a 4%, which is not very good, but it's better than nothing. These people are 0. These are 0. Yep, okay. And Dale might have a shot here. They're actually fighting somebody, so that sucks. I don't really want that. I wanted to see if they'd help me. I doubt Linden will help. No, I don't think they've actually helped on anything yet. These guys got a 45% chance. So that's something. They're small, but they'll help. Okay, that's nothing there. I don't think these guys will. No. I think this is the allies, so I don't think they're going to help. Don't think they are either. I mean, these guys. I, I don't see these guys helping at all. But you know what? Every little bit helps. They're even if they're like a couple hundred troops, they're better than nothing. So I don't see any reason not to ask. It's just due diligence at this point. And I'm gonna ask everybody that I can. Hey, look, it was worth a shot. I think that's everybody. Okay. I think I literally ask everyone that's available for me. Maybe not this guy. Okay. Yeah, not that guy. That's fine. And I don't think I've asked this guy. Okay. Okay. So now the question is where do we go from here? Probably set up our guys over here to raise up. Okay, so that one I actually thought probably had a good shot. Lothlorien said no. These guys said no. Let me see how many people said yes. Okay, so we had 3. Not a ridiculous amount of troops, but it's honestly not terrible. Mercenary bands, obviously we got to go with the Holy Order, and we're going to just use the one that has no cost, and they also just so happen to be the one that has the most troops, so there's that as well. Always makes things a little bit easier. Okay, so Okay, so it leads me to believe I have a good shot to beating these guys here. Okay, awesome. First battle was a huge success. Just went and just basically waxed their largest troop without even having my allies there. You got to take that chance there. We should catch some of them here. And that's not going to be a whole lot, but something. Okay. So that's disappointing because we did lose that battle there. Not exactly sure how, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and regroup. We lost our marshal there. We're going to go ahead and get him. We're going to negotiate an alliance. He's inside my realm, so it doesn't really matter at all. Okay. So let us see. We do have this right here, the Black Chair of the Stewards, which is cool. Alright, so we have 51,000, there's 69. Somehow or another, they got a ton more troops out of nowhere than what I expected. Let's go ahead and see if we can't hire some of these people here. We do have some guys that we hired to join us in this, so that there is that. We got really lucky with the way that they layer their troops, which is terrible on their part. And now we're going to march these guys down here. You just have to basically. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and do this. And I'm trying to see if there's anything here that actually gives me anything that helps me with battles here. Force vassalization, Belli, nothing. I don't know if any of this actually helps. Befriend each friend. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I actually think that Wanderer might not be bad to go down the Wayfarer, maybe. I mean, I'm just thinking kind of like to myself here, but that actually doesn't sound like a horrible idea. Where are the allies at? Hold up, like what? Hmm. Oh, I think I salvaged that battle right there. Okay, hold up, that's actually kind of nice. Oh yeah, so we just straight up just dominated them there. That was actually a huge, huge battle. And it's really good that we actually came back and handled that well. We need to make sure that our guys are actually matched up there to make sure that Aragorn is leading the battles. Okay, well, we got a lot of land here. Hold up. Someone just died apparently and just gave us pretty much all of their land. We're not giving away any of that. Nothing there, nothing there, okay. Fine with that. We do have a few prisoners that we can ransom off, which is okay. Okay, we actually have a lot of, uh, oh, what is this one over here? Is this one we can grant that to somebody, that's fine. This one actually, I do not need at all. That's crazy. I guess that must have been the person that I've vassalized that may have, what's it called? May have died, and I wasn't able to do anything with, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and hand these out to some Gondorians. Let them look over that for me. That doesn't actually help me at all because apparently, like, that's not the actual problem. Oh, it's this over here. So it's this person who died. Man, I keep thinking that that wilderness colonies actually go against the domain limit, but they don't, which is dumb on my part, but that's okay. Let's go back to the task at hand here because we do still have that issue to worry about. So let's go back over here. We're going to regroup our guys here. We're going to link them up so that way that we can um, have a better plan of attack here. Never, okay, we do have a peasant revolt that rose up, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about the peasant revolt, really. Okay, that's a big battle there. Yeah, we'll give them the old-fashioned way. And into force demands, we will. Huge, huge war against Sauron right there. That is just absolutely incredible, incredible war to get. Let's go ahead and pause everything here because we got so much to look at now. Okay, and we do have a peasant revolt, which is probably over here if I had to guess. Let's see where he's at. He's actually up here, which is strange. Did not expect that of all places to be where the peasant revolt was. First of all, what we need to do is send these guys to wherever this guy is. Man, terrible place for him to be at. Just inconvenient. I guess we're just going to have to take the boats there. And now it comes down to just trying to. This must be just some random person here who. Oh, it's Rohirrim. Is Rohirrim? That's a strange one. A lot of these guys are Gondorian, it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so the big thing is we're going to have to try to figure out how to give out all this land to people. And we're just going to have to give it, like, just different pieces of land to different people. Probably should have looked at see what the duchies were. Because these guys might be able to create their own duchies at some point. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. This person here owns all this bottom land. We will go ahead and just give that to some random person here. Let me create that for him. Give him Milrond. So he'll also get the guy who's the Rohirrim guy. This is a smaller one. I'm not too worried about that. Now, no. Okay, let's see. All right, there we go. And now we're going to be sending these guys along their way up here. I'm assuming that I can actually win this. I'm just curious to see if my 1900 will actually beat the Peasant Revolt, and it looks like it will. I'm kind of happy that that actually ended up being the way it was, because if not, I would have been kind of disappointed that, the actual like military levies wouldn't have been able to beat a Peasant Revolt. But whatever, I wouldn't have been surprised either because I've had crazier things happen. Traveling through domain will improve the effectiveness of your stationed man at arms. Okay. Supply duration, safety, decrease travel cost. Sure. Let me see something. Let me see power at home. Higher mercenary costs. This actually isn't bad. I actually like the idea of hiring mercenaries for cheaper. This one wouldn't do me any good. So after this, it's like, because I guess now this one. I mean, these are the three that go into, and I guess that's probably best because then it opens up a little bit of these other ones right there. It does look like Wonder is the move post maxed out the other big ones. That looks to be good there. And it does look like that's 100% there in force demands. We're going to disband everything that we have. Keeps telling me I have something here to put out, but I guess not. Okay, well, issue for another day. Anyway, I think I'm going to call that here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like in the section below. It helps out a lot and it means a great deal. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot and again, it means a great deal. If you have anything you want to see in the future, please leave a comment in the section below. It always helps. I always like to interact with y'all so I know what kind of series that y'all would want to see in the future. I do plan on doing one. By the time this comes out, I may have already started one, but I am looking to start a new series coming up very soon. So just stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see all of you in the next one.